When last we left off, Ireena, Serina, and Izek were walking back after a brief but very intense encounter with a series of vampire spawns that were hiding out in the local coffin maker's shop. Through some simple but effective planning, they fought off the beasts, turning them into ash with the aid of the sunlight on the outskirts of the shop. Battered, bruised, but not beaten, they made their way back to the local church to tell the father that they had succeeded in getting the bones back that apparently were keeping the grounds beneath the church hallowed and sacred. However, on the way they were intercepted by the local law enforcement, a deformed man by the name of Izek. Claiming that he had seen Ireena in his dreams, he ordered the local guard to seize her and bring her back to the manor where he stayed. Serina and Izek, not having the strength to fight them off, retreated, going back to the local church and taking a minute to gather themselves. They went back to the Blue Water Inn, inquired on some of the local patrons on possible options for what they could do about this kidnapping. After being told a brief story from Octavia, they went to the barkeep, a man by the name of Erwin, who told them to come back tonight, and he might have a way to help them get their friend. Needing a rest desperately, they decided to take him up on his offer, went back up to their room, and rested. And as the sun goes down outside your window, you hear the cawing of ravens and crows, and the howling of wolves from the woods surrounding you. You open your eyes to see that Izek is already packed and ready to go, waiting by the door, gazing out the window as he slept. And as he looks at you, very serious and grim look on his face, your story begins again. What would you like to do?
Izek, did you even rest?
Enough.
All right. And she's gonna, get up and gather her stuff and get ready for whatever in the world may happen tonight.
You gather your gear and you head downstairs to Erwin. As you head downstairs, you notice that the inn is closed, which is odd, because usually inns don't close at night, but there are no patrons here. And Erwin stands at the bar, arms crossed, and nods for you to come inside. Hope you two slept well.
As well as we could.
All right. How about you, lad? Can we just get this on the show on the road, please? Fine. The burgomasters' estate. It has 2 entrances, not including the windows. One in the front, one in the back. Izek sleeps there, as does the Baron, the Baroness, and their son. I have arranged for the back door to be unlocked. You would find Izek's room on the 2nd floor. According to my sources, you go up the stairs take a right. And another right. Hopefully Ireena's there. But the Baron and the Baroness and Izek will also be there. The Baron should be busy in his study in the evening or in bed by now. He has 2 mastiffs that patrol the halls or stay by his side. I'll send someone to meet you there. Make sure that everything is okay.
Is that all?
No. Ismark takes a step up. No one ever does anything for free in Barovia. A favor for a favor, though as time is of the essence. You seem like an honorable sort, and you, Ismark, the future Baron, the burgomaster of a town, I can count on you to keep your word. Yeah. You can count on me to keep my word. Very well. In that case, you owe me a favor. We'll be in touch after this is done. Unless you have other business in town, I would recommend you get out of Izek's clutches. And leave immediately, after you get your friend.
All right. Where is the next somewhat close, safe town?
Town.
Or city, or establishment.
He takes a minute and ponders.
I mean, the only place I can think of is possibly... Oh, the Valaki. No. I'm okay. No, this is Nola forgetting the word. Wait a minute. With like Arabelle and Casimir.
Just the encampment on the outskirts of town.
Yeah, that one.
That is a stone's toss away from Valaki.
I mean, would Izek like go roaming in with like an entire army though?
You don't know.
Well, where else are we gonna go? Well, okay, you know what? Okay, Serina. What was the heck of the? What was these words? The people.
Vistani.
Vistani. Yes, Vistani. I got it. I need to write that down. I've only been playing this game for a while. It's okay. So Serina is going to say, what about the Vistani camp outside of town?
I wouldn't call that the furthest destination.
Well, the people there seem to like me. They might be willing to at least help us for a short while until we can get to somewhere else.
Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Other than that, the only fortified village would be that of Krezik. And that is a far from safe place. On the far outskirts of the valley to the west. Follow the main road, and you'll find your way there, but... And right about now, from the corner of the room, you see the hooded visage of Rictavio make his way over. Well, perhaps I can be of some help there. And he does have a map.
I didn't even see you there.
I have a way of remaining unseen. Far to the west. Near Lake Bartanok. There is a tower. Go there. You will find it safer. And Erwin scratches his head and looks at Rictavio. What makes you think that that's any better? I've been around, friend.
You think that place is safer than us going to Krezik?
Much. I'll meet you there. I have some business to attend to here.
All right. Well, and she looks at Ismark. I suppose it's better than nothing.
What's going on? And he looks at both the innkeep and Rictavio. Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but this is all very sudden. One thing at a time, I guess.
Right. We need to focus on helping Ireena.
Then let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Good luck. I'll meet you there. And Rictavio takes a seat at the bar. And you make your way outside?
Yeah. I'm just kind of thinking like, okay, we'll probably, are we going to need like getaway horses? We're going to need...
What do you want to do? It is...
You know what? Let's just... Okay, we can go to the Vistani camp and maybe ask them for horses.
All right.
So this is how we're gonna go. Okay, this is game plan. Okay, everybody, are you ready? Okay, we go to Burgomaster house. Okay, we sneak in through the door. Okay, we adopt 2 dogs, and then we rescue Ireena. Maybe bop some people in the face. Okay, and then after we bop to the top. Then we get out, we go to Vistani camp, okay? We have a small party, then we go to the tower with horses and a carriage and a lifetime of memories.
All right. So, that is your plan. You have a chest full of electrum pieces back in your room. Are you keep taking that coin with you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take that with me.
All right. You take the coin. You're getting ready to leave as soon as this is done.
Right.
Okay. So you step outside.
Although I probably should thank the barkeep for the help. And all of that, and Rictavio as well, since we don't know if we're going to be staying in this town. I mean, we'll be in the Vistani camp, but we're not going to be in the Vistani camp. You know, maybe just the night, leave in the morning. We'll see. We're winging all of this.
Yep. Making things up as you go.
Yep.
All right. You head to the outskirts of the Blue Water Inn and head down the winding lit roads, the wind blowing through your hair and sending a chill down your spine. As you walk by, some of the torches begin to sputter and flicker, and ravens stand atop tall buildings and stare as you walk by. You make your way to the outskirts of the Baron's Manor. And there are 2 roads, one that winds near the front and one that winds near the back.
All right. Do we see anything towards the front? Or the back? Might as well check, take a look at both.
You see that in the back, there are a series of very dilapidated-looking gardens filled with half-alive flowers and vegetables and plants. And in the front, an overgrown lawn with some bushes and a grand double-door entrance raised beneath a stairway.
Beneath a stairway?
Yeah, so you need to take a stairway to get up to it.
Probably just wording. I thought that like the steps went down to the door.
No.
But, yeah.
Yeah, the stairway is beneath the door, meaning that you need to go up the stairs to get to the...
Right. Yeah. I was like, wow, what an interesting house. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So there's no guards. There's no dogs.
Make a perception check.
I'm thinking of, because I'm thinking of the mastiffs. I'm thinking, you know what? I have like rations and food. Maybe I can distract them with that, but see, I don't know what mastiffs like to eat. Anyway, perception check. 7. Okay. Nothing.
Taking a cursory glance around.
Looks fine.
Looks fine.
Great. All right, let's go to the back door.
All right, back door. You and Ismark make your way toward the back door of this establishment. And you see again, on a raised platform, a stairway leading up to a much smaller back entrance. A robed figure leaning against the wall. They look up at you. And silently nod. And in a whisper, do you need anything else?
You wouldn't happen to know any other ways of possibly getting out of the house after we found Ireena, other than just the front and back door?
There are some windows, I suppose.
Windows, okay.
Or the front door.
Okay, well, I suppose thank you so much for the help.
And she takes a shallow bow. And to you as well, daughter of the Morning Lord. And she walks past you. And as soon as her visage leaves your sight, you hear a and a raven flies up in the sky.
Serina turns around and is like, she was the were-raven. Oh, he mentioned where. Okay, everything makes sense now. Wait, are the innkeeper? Is the innkeeper one too?
You look like you're about to have a heart attack. What's going on?
No, I'm just learning so many Wait. I almost want to visit the innkeeper one more time. I have to ask him something because Madam Eva, she mentioned something about were-ravens helping with the fortune and the what did she say? A power, a weapon, something. She said that ravens can help me. Do you remember this?
I don't think I was in the room.
No, you weren't there. Oh, you don't remember because you weren't there. Oh my gosh, I have to. Okay, after we rescue Ireena, we need to visit the innkeeper like really quick before leaving.
Okay.
It is that important. Okay, now let's go.
All right. So you see that Ismark definitely seems a little more distant than he usually is. A lot more energy deprived. Oddly enough, a little less angry, just glum. And the back door sits before you.
Sorry, there were crows.
Yes, there were.
Okay, let's go. So I guess I'll check the door. Is it like locked?
Is it just
unlocked. Open?
It is
unlocked. Okay, well let's very carefully open the door.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Yes. That is a natural 20.
Okay.
And I didn't even to burn one.
Yeah. Well done. All right. door lets off a slight creak as you and Ismark make your way into this room. There is a warm, well-appointed kitchen before you, and a staircase in one corner climbs to an upper floor. And you see remnants of dishware and the smell of something delicious that gives you the sense that probably someone was once here very recently using this establishment, but it is fairly late in the evening at this point. And here is the room. And you are much bigger than everything, so be aware of that. I'm
gonna assume that I don't take up 1/6 of the entire room.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna make the map. I'm gonna make the map a little bigger because I just realized how small you are. You're so small. I'm gonna make the map.
I thought I was gigantic.
Yep.
Like, unless this place is like a closet.
Yep.
I'm like a giant.
Okay, I'm going to blow it up. Boom.
Okay. I don't imagine. Well, actually, this might be even better. Instead of my using one of my rations, can I find something for the dogs in here?
Make me an investigation check with advantage.
$20.
You smell a very wonderful scent coming from the room to the north.
Let's see what's in here. And I'm going to go to the north and take a peek.
All right, you try the north. And the door opens. And you see before you a pantry. This pantry contains shelves of foodstuffs, although half the shelves are bare. 2 barrels of wine stand against the east wall. And the smell that you were smelling was a very potent and pungent cheese on the shelf.
Cheese? Would I feed cheese to a dog? Do dogs care about cheese? Do dogs eat cheese?
Is this a Nola or a Serina
This is
question?
a Nola. No,
Okay.
this is a Nola. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Do dogs eat cheese?
Dogs eat everything.
Oh, okay.
Whether or not it's good for them is another question, but they eat everything.
Like goats.
Yes.
The dogs love cheese. Okay. Because I was just like, wait a minute. If I were to just throw cheese at them, would they eat it? I don't even know. They probably would smell it, but like, okay. Well, I guess I'll grab some of the good cheese.
Okay. There is a whole wheel of it, and you can take the wheel. Sure.
Yeah, it's mine now.
A wheel of pungent cheese.
Okay. Can I put it in like a bag or something?
Sure. You have your bag with you, I'll say.
My bag's gonna smell like cheese then.
Yes, it will, and everything in it.
Okay, is there like a handkerchief or like a napkin
there are
or something
rags
in the kitchen?
There are rags all about that you could wrap the cheese in.
Okay, because I'm like, I am not throwing that in my bag and smelling like cheese for the rest of the journey. It's not gonna happen. Okay, that smell is not gonna come out for like a week.
Beautiful.
It's not worth it.
Okay. So you wrap it in cloth best you can and put it in your bag. At this point, Ismark turns to you and says, "What are you doing?"
Something for the dogs.
And he goes over to this door. We're ready to move on.
Yeah, let's go.
This said second floor.
Oh, he's in front of this door.
Yeah.
There's a stairs. Is this a stairs down here?
Oh wait, no.
Shouldn't we be going?
No. There are stairs. Right. This is beneath the household. So yeah. So you go, up the stairs.
Okay, because I'm like, I don't mind going through this door, but like, I don't know.
This map is confusing. White sheets cover 2 plain wooden tables in the center of this room. Neatly arranged atop one table is a complete set of polished silverware. The other table is covered with wicker baskets containing turnips and beets.
Okay. Let's see. Well, let's keep going then. I don't think there's anything in here.
Alright.
I'm gonna go to this door and like listen, see if I can hear anything.
Alright, make a perception check.
11.
11. You hear nothing on the far side of this door.
All right. I'm gonna listen to the other door.
All right.
Then.
Make me.
Should I roll again?
Yeah, make me a perception check.
When do you use passive perception?
When you're not actively trying to find something.
Ah, okay. Perception. That is a 16.
You hear on the other side of the door the sound of a hard substance on wood mingling with a soft thud. And in sets of 4, walking around on the other side of the door.
Ismark, I think the dogs may be behind this door.
All right.
Or at least one may be.
Gonna throw your cheese at it?
Maybe not the entire wheel. I don't know if both are in there or not. Here, and I'll take like a quarter of the cheese roll off. I mean, that's large enough to keep it occupied for a little bit.
Sure.
So I'll like kind of split it up, and I'll carefully open the door.
Fully, or are you just cracking it?
I'm just gonna crack the door.
Okay. Make me another stealth check, because you are doing something specifically trying to be quiet about. All
21.
Right, 21. Not a sound as you creak open and you see a gigantic mastiff. This dog looks like it could fit your head in its mouth and crunch down and crush it.
Nice.
Very droopy face, gray fur. And it does not seem to have noticed you.
Do I have a vision to...
To what? Oh, right. I can reveal.
I was just like,
yeah.
If I can see the dog, I have to be able to see.
You also... a long carpeted hall attached to a foyer stretches almost the length of the mansion and has several doors leading away from it, including one at the far end. Bundles of twigs are heaped against the walls.
And there's a dog behind it, too.
Yes, and
He hasn't even noticed me yet, though.
And the pupper.
A doggy!
Yeah, we'll say is right around there.
He's not as big as you described him. He's cute.
Yes, that is not a mastiff. That is just a random token that I found.
Right. Cute doggy. Okay, so I'm gonna very carefully... I kind of want to explore the other door. If this is the foyer, we need to find the stairs to the second floor. That's the thing. I can't hear anything. I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk going to the other room and walking into somebody. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the foyer. And I'm gonna have my cheese ready for the puppy.
Okay, you walk outside, and the dog immediately. Actually, with that stealth check, I'll say that it has turned around and it has not noticed you. It is
really?
It is just
okay.
It is just roaming about. Turn the other way. You are rolled a very good stealth.
Okay.
I will say that the dog does not notice you come through the door.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I might as well try to take a listen at this door right across and see what's up.
Make me a perception check.
That's a 9. Ooh. Ooh, I need to know what's behind the door. Do I want to? I don't want to burn a 20 for this. No, I need to save my 20.
Okay.
I'll just take the L.
You take a listen. And you don't hear anything on the other side of the door.
Love it. Okay. Is Marcus still hanging out in the other room?
True. The door is now open. He's just watching you like, what do you...
We need to find the stairs.
Okay.
So all I see down this foyer are just
A dog.
4 doors,
Four doors
a dog.
and a dog.
Well, a dog.
Yes.
Okay, not multiple dogs. Okay. Ah, shoot. I need to find the stairs. Where would I put stairs if I designed a house? I would want them to be somewhere near the front door. What kind of weird person puts the second floor stairs in the back of the house? Or they would have 2 sets of stairs going to the second floor, if that was the case. No one would put the second set of stairs in the back of the house so that whoever's entering from the front has to go through the entire house to just get to their bedroom. No, that sounds stupid, okay? That sounds like a really dumb way of designing a house, okay? I don't buy it, okay? We have to go towards the front.
All right. So
That's what I think.
You're heading toward the front.
I know the doggy's there, okay? I'm gonna have to make sure doggy is happy. Okay. Here, you know what? I'm just gonna be the nicest, most friendly Serina. And I'm actually going to, very carefully try to persuade doggy to like me and not freak out.
Okay.
Okay. Because I need to get to the front of the house.
You do have cheese.
Okay. I do have cheese.
Make me an animal handle check.
Now, and I also have. Let me see if Bardic inspiration inspire me, or I think it's just others.
We ruled that because this is a one-on-one that I would allow you to inspire
I can
yourself.
use it for myself. Okay, I'm gonna roll a Bardic inspiration for myself right now. So that's an additional D8.
Okay.
And then that's animal handling.
All right. I'm gonna tell you right now, just for the sake of.
Oof. Okay, I'm gonna have to burn a 20. That's bad.
Yeah. Like just for the sake of drama's sake, the DC is 25. It is near impossible to charm this very trained guard dog to like a person that it doesn't recognize. But
I'm not threatening at all.
So are you burning a natural 20?
I am gonna burn a natural 20. Okay. Although DC 20. Okay, so the thing is, I'm trying to figure out. Does a natural 20 still pass even if the DC is 25?
So you would get the 20 plus the animal handling plus your inspiration die.
Okay, well actually that's a guarantee because I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Well, no.
Because it's 20, you don't add the 4.
I don't add the 4.
You add the 2 because that's plus you roll as if you rolled a natural 20. You add the 2.
Then add 2.
And then you add your inspiration.
So I need to roll a 3 for my bardic inspiration.
Yes, you need to roll a 3 or higher.
Got it.
And I will say
I have slightly over half chance.
And I will say that you are attempting this. So go ahead.
Yeah, we are.
Okay,
yeah,
go ahead and roll me your inspiration dice.
All right, come on. Puppies! Yes!
Okay.
8!
All right. So,
doggy!
you take out this roll of cheese And you and describe to me what you do.
Okay, so she's literally going to treat this gigantic dog as if it's just a cute little puppy. Like it's just the sweetest dog. Because all dogs on the inside are just nice, sweet little dogs, okay, that have been trained or mistreated to act a certain way, okay? All living beings deserve love. So, she's just going to very carefully and nicely and non-threatening at all, okay? Just sweet as a lollipop, okay? She's just going to approach the dog and say, "Hey, hello. Shh, 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 shh. Hey, hi. Hey, don't worry. My name is Serina. How are you? What is your name? You're a good boy, aren't you? Here, I brought you some cheese. Do you like cheese? Here you go.
Slobber on the ground and takes the cheese. Devours it in a couple bites, eats straight from your hand, you Disney princess.
Yeah, exactly. and she's gonna pet the doggy, scratch his ear, like, yeah, good boy. Here you go. And I'm gonna give a little more cheese. And scratch and just scratch and pet the doggy. Like, good boy, nice doggy. Okay. There you go. Good. Now, I hope you don't mind. I do have a friend. He's very friendly too. We need to go to the front of the house, okay? Do you want to come with us?
He just sniffs.
Okay. And then she's kind of like signaling to Ismark, like,
he looks at you wide-eyed and terrified to step out in the open.
No, it's okay. Just, be like non-threatening.
And you look at Ismark and you just
Here, okay, I'm actually going to I'm gonna give the dog a little bit of cheese, and then I'm gonna actually tear a piece off and toss some to Ismark, so that Ismark can do the same thing.
He catches it and walks outside, and the dog looks.
Hey, shh. It's okay. Ismark is very nice. Okay, Ismark is nice, right? Ismark, you're nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Nice.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on, pet the doggy. Okay. He's a good boy. What is your name? What is it? Do you have a name, doggy? Huh? Does it have a collar or anything? No.
That's a good question. It does have a collar, but no name tag.
Well, what the heck? Okay. You know what? You need a name, okay? I'm gonna give you a name. Okay, every doggy deserves a name. I think your name is going to be, how about Arrow? That's a cute dog name, right?
Slobbers on the ground.
And she's gonna Ismark, feed the dog some food, okay, so that it doesn't kill you.
He slowly reaches out the cheese.
Don't act so scared, okay? Come
and
on.
The dog chomps it and he jumps.
Okay, now pet the dog. Come on. And she's grabs Ismark's arm and put us on the dog's head. So she's like, pet. Hey.
Yeah,
shh,
and you quickly grab his hand and he tries to motion away and he's petting this dog. This dog does not look very amused or happy with Ismark the way that he was with you.
No, I'm just gonna hold the puppy's face and it's staring straight at Serena, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. We're friendly people. Okay, and you're a good doggy, aren't you? Yeah. You're okay. Okay. It's kind of late, okay? So, we're gonna move along, and, you're gonna be a good puppy and, not try to kill us, okay? Or wake up your master. That we wouldn't like that either. Okay?
Just lays down on the carpet. And
Okay, good boy.
I
Right.
cannot believe that just worked.
Okay, Ismark, let's go. Before it doesn't work.
Okay. And he follows you very,
Very calm.
yeah, in step.
It's all about being calm. Okay.
All right. Where are you going?
Well, I'm going down the hall.
Okay.
And I want to find these stairs.
All right. So you head all the way down the hall?
Yeah.
Okay, well, your intuition was correct. You see.
It makes no sense to put stairs in the back of the house.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, your intuition was good. Yeah, absolutely, you're right. Framed portraits adorn the walls of this grand foyer, which features a wide staircase with a sculpted railing.
All right. Here, let me look over here. Is there anything else that I can see?
You see the hallway that you came down from. The details of that haven't changed other than the now pacified dog. And you see a door, a couple doors. One up there and one down there.
Ah, okay. Okay, so now that we know that the stairs are close to the front door, heck, once we get Ireena, we might as well go walk out the front door because I didn't see anything out there. And we don't know if we may have to, if we get lucky and we sneak out, or if we just have to bum rush. We could try to sneak out the back door. We'll see if Doggy still likes us at the end of the night. Okay, let's keep going. I think Doggy will like Serina, but like we don't know. Okay, let's go upstairs.
All right, you continue your way up the stairs. The staircase climbs 20 feet to a beautifully appointed gallery that continues towards the west, running almost the length of the mansion. Do you continue onward?
Well, I'm not turning around.
Framed landscape paintings line the wall, and red silk drapes cover the 10-foot arched window of leaded glass. Windows. Ah, I get it. So I messed up.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is few and far between. But these stairs should have led up from the pantry. I get it now.
What?
I thought that it led up to the other room, but it actually led up to the next floor.
Incredible.
DM's bad, everyone.
Well, we went through all the trouble.
Yeah. But hey.
I burned a 20 for the doggy that I didn't even have to.
Hey, you got a nice story out of it.
Okay, it was cute. You're right. We have new doggy friend. Okay, Okay, so he said up, right.
Mm-hmm. And I will say that echoing throughout this hallway, you hear a cackle. Oh, you simply must tell me more about all of your wonderful little people.
Yes, it's really quite something. I pride myself on my festivals.
Coming from down the hall.
Do I recognize the voices at all? Like specifically Ireena or...
The voice that you recognize as female, you don't recognize at all. The clenched, taut, jawed voice that you heard, you recognize as the Baron's.
Where's second doggo?
You don't know.
Doggy might be up here. Okay, careful. I'm gonna go, let's see, how many... Okay, these are all windows. Let me go over here. Did I hear the voices coming out of this room?
You hear immediately, stop right there. Coming from the lefternmost room, these voices. Flickering candlelight shines out from the hallway, revealing the doorway on the other side, which is closed. A crimson pool slowly forming outside of that doorway.
This one?
The one to the right.
This one.
Yes. The one to the left, you hear voices.
It said up, right. Right. Yeah, that's supposed to be the room. Oh gosh. Okay, I need to go straight to the door carefully and I need to listen and what the heck has happened here? Ireena better not be dead, okay?
Okay. You step right there, and you are greeted with a cackle. As from behind you, a woman stands in the doorway as you lay down quiet as a church mouse. This woman looks down at you in a bright red gothic gown. Long, flowing chestnut hair. Piercing, brightly colored eyes. A long, toothed, fanged smile. And an umbrella. She puts under it with this little skull jewel on the end that she throws over her shoulder. And she looks down at you. Going somewhere? She is now standing in the doorway.
She just opened the door?
Yeah, the door was open.
The door was open? Oh, I didn't know the door was open.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. No, I thought the door was closed. Oh, that ruined my whole plan. Oh, shoot. What am I doing with my life?
To be
Serina,
to your credit, I probably didn't make a big enough deal about it, but here we are.
You guys. F's in the chat. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, this is where everyone dies. I think there's no point in Serina squatting at this point. She's been spotted. And she slowly stands. And
this woman leans on her umbrella. And it splashes in the crimson on the floor as she looks at you up and down. Not bad for a whore. Your body, love.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but, look. I'm only here for one reason, all right? And after it's done, I'll be out of here.
I know. I know all about your little excursions in Barovia.
Excuse me?
Pardon me, we'll get back to our conversation in just a moment. And the Baron, Mastiff at his side, looks at her with a big grin. Oh, please, take your time, all the time you need. Oh, you. And she closes the door. And as she closes the door, her smile turns into a deathly, serious frown. Moron. Anyway. Where are my manners? And she steps in the blood with a slosh. Lifts up her red gown and gives a very elegant curtsy. My name is Ameila. Ameila Kostiana. Though I prefer to go by Zarevich. I am the wife of the man who brought you here.
What? He has wife? Wait. I'm very confused.
You can see why I seem to, my infuriation at the moment. But that is not the only reason why I am so incredibly... And her eyes grow a bright crimson red. Angry right now, and Ismark reaches for his blade. Stop. And the blade stops. Take a walk. Would you, boy? She is his weapon. Sure. And Ismark turns around and leaves. Where were we? Right. Listen to me, you harlot. You killed some of my friends this morning.
Oh.
Elisabetta, Valeria, Octavia, Rosalia, Lucia, Constanata. You turned them into ash. Her eyes turn it infernal red.
It had to be done.
It had to be done. Such an entitled answer for a whore. You need to learn your place. That woman, and she points to the door next door, needs to learn where she stands. Now I would never harm her. And my love, oh, so loyal to this human bitch. And toying with someone like you. I am not allowed to touch her. And Izek. That... even less than a worm. Tried to deflower the woman. Oh, how wonderful that would have been, but no, my love would not have it. She lets out a cackle. And he sent me to make sure that she maintained her purity. Oh. And her eyes turn from the deep crimson red to a very light blue. Her body may be pure, but her mind, as is yours, is mine to warp. You killed my friends, and you will pay. Starting now, I swear to you, everyone that you have ever known and loved in Barovia will pay the debts that you have created. And she takes a step back, rights herself. But for now, and gives another shallow curtsy, I will bid you adieu. Good luck putting together the shattered remnants of your friend's mind.
What has
And
happened to her?
she turns down the hallway.
Wait, what has happened?
And turns out of sight.
Is Mark? And she's gonna
is nowhere to be
look
seen.
around the corner.
Ismark is being embraced by this vampral form. Mouth agape. Her head turning away from you, leaning into his neck.
Is Mark, get away from her! And I'm gonna try to rush over to try to rip her off of him, I guess.
Okay,
this is bad.
Yeah. You yanked. Okay, make me an athletics check.
Yeah, with Serina's superior strength of 10.
Okay.
That's an 11.
You tug at this woman's form, and she takes out a deep exhale and reaches out to strike you. And I'm gonna burn that natural 1. Her clawed hand reaches out, and just as it's about to backhand you across the face, Ismark reaches up his hand and catches it. No. How dare you? You will all pay. You'll all... And she rips her arm away from Ismark. You'll all die. You'll all suffer a fate worse than death. I swear. And she leaves in a huff down the stairs. You are lucky that my love likes playing with his food. And he continues down the stairway. And you hear... at the bottom of the stairway.
No! No, doggy! No! No! Now this lady has to die. Now this woman has to die. Wow. Killed perfectly nice doggy. Wow. Okay, well, Serina is going to check Ismark.
He is staring in a daze, not responsive to anything.
Is there anything on his neck?
His neck is bleeding profusely, dripping out onto his clothes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try to heal him really quick. Well, I could give him a good berry, but I don't know if that's very thematic. Okay. Oh, I have lay on hands. Oh, I'm a paladin. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Okay, that's thematic. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna use lay on hands and heal his neck.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, I'll give him 4 points.
You put lay on hands and the wound seals up, but the bleeding doesn't stop.
Oh, Ismark.
And he just stands staring at the wall.
Ismark, look at me. Ismark, we have to rescue Ireena and get out of here. Ismark, and she like moves his head, look at her.
Yeah, and that is a natural 20, finally. And he looks back up at you. And draws his sword and swings at where he was. What the? Ah!
Ismark, she's gone.
Ireena. And he bolts down the hallway.
Wait! And she's gonna grab his arm, calm down. We still have to be quiet. Please.
Make me a persuasion check.
That's the one thing I'm good at in this game, okay? 19.
He grits his teeth. Fine. And as his neck tenses, more blood seems to jettison outward, and he is infuriated. You can tell.
All right. Come on. Let's go find Ireena. And she's going to go to Izek's room and listen on the door.
You hear a faint hum.
Ireena? She's gonna try the doorknob very carefully.
It is unlocked.
Ireena?
The crimson pool gives way as the door slides open, sloshing the blood to the side. Flickering candlelight bounces across the walls of the interior, revealing a lone, blood-soaked figure. Clawed and cut bare skin mingling with the rags that once were her garments. Sword clutched at her side, and a distant gaze in her eyes. The wall in front of her, adorning the body of Izek. Several wooden stakes holding him to the wall. His chest slashed dozens of times, and his stomach drooping onto the floor in front of him. Along with this lone figure, who you know now is the barely recognizable Ireena, are hundreds of dolls in her visage, seemingly gazing into your soul as you enter. Atop shelves, all pointed at the entrance.
Ireena. Oh no. And she's gonna go to Ireena and try to calm her as well. And she's gonna try to heal her, like like real healing. Okay. Let me cast a Cure Wounds.
Okay. You put your hands on her bare skin. There is hardly anything left of her armor anymore. And the wounds all along her body begin to heal up. Flaps of skin begin to form back in place. She looks like she was near flayed. And yet here she stands, sword covered in blood, and a distant look in her eyes.
And Serina's gonna keep healing, like, and Serina has like tears in her eyes, like just seeing this horrible menagerie of death in here.
And you hear behind you a sword thunk to the ground as Ismark just stands there, mouth agape. And you keep healing her, and eventually the wounds start to close. And she does not take notice of you at all.
Ireena, let's get out of here. Come on. Come on, let's go. And she's gonna, try to lead Ireena out.
Ismark blocks the way. He falls to his knees and just covers his head in his hands.
Ismark, we don't have time for this. We have to get out of here.
And he just vomits.
And Serina gasps. And now everything's starting to get to her too. And she's like just trying to keep herself together.
Cover. She needs to be covered. She can't go outside looking like that.
Of course. Let's see. I'm sure I have a blanket. Like with my bedroll and stuff.
Yeah.
Is there? I'm sure there's a blanket in the room.
Yeah,
even if it's
absolutely.
Well, it might be blood covered.
You go over to Izek's blood-covered bed, but the sheets do appear to be intact, though they are clawed and slashed.
Okay, I'm gonna use prestidigitation, clean it up, and she is going to wrap it around Ireena and try to keep herself together. Her two friends have sort of lost it.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Oh, 9. Oh, she's...
So, upon seeing this form and everything finally getting to you, I need to roll. You begin to twitch uncontrollably as the thoughts of, oh my god, if I had waited till tomorrow morning, what would have happened? Or if I had come earlier, what could have happened? And your head starts to race. And you start fidgeting and twitching. And your hands start to shake. And the tremor doesn't go away. Okay. That's a little mean for a one-on-one, so... I will say that you are attached to, no. Your vision starts to narrow, and your hearing starts to turn into a muffled hodgepodge of sounds of Ireena humming and Ismark saying something as you lose a quarter of your eyesight and your hearing. Everything gets muffled as the screams of your thoughts begin to overpower your immediate sense of perception.
Dang, I should have burned a 20. Holy cow.
And this lasts...
Are you rolling like a
I'm rolling on tables.
Yeah.
This is gonna last for 13 days.
Oh man, in game time, that might as well be the... Gosh. Okay. At this point, Serina is just shaking and tears are like streaming down her face as finally the situation has like gotten to her as well. And like she can like barely see, she can barely think, you know, everything is like woozy. And the only thought that she's like just repeating in her brain is just get out. We have to get out. Like, we can't stay here. And it's the only thing that she's going to be able to hang on to. So she grabs her friend. She grabs Ireena's hand and helps Ismark up, and it just almost tries to like lead them, drag them out, and she herself is just like not even all that responsive anymore.
All right. You head back down the stairs to see what remains of your canine companion. Its body, now a gory mess. A crimson blotch on the far wall, drooping down to where the dog's body now lays.
And it doesn't even affect her. After seeing Izek's room, that whole scene, this is just a cherry on top.
And you leave. And outside, you hear the wind blowing, the ravens cawing, and an omnipresent hum of a familiar tune. Slowly getting more and more and more distant.
I believe she was going to return back to the inn to talk to the ravens, but would she even remember that? Would she even be mentally prepared to speak about anything? I'm going to roll for it.
Sweet. Go ahead.
All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to roll intelligence. Or intelligence save?
Sure. It's up to you.
I mean, they're both the same roll.
I encourage you to roll your own, to decide to have a characters that roll their own saving throws.
So let's see. If I roll a 10 or above, she remembers. And if I roll under a 10, she just goes straight for the Vistani camp.
All right.
All right, come on, Serina. Come on. She remembers. Okay, good. So she goes back to the bar.
Okay. You head back to the interior of the Blue Water Inn. Do you go straight to your room?
It just barely remembers.
Do you go straight to your room?
No.
Okay.
She walks straight in.
Okay. The door slams and Erwin shoots up and Octavio is nowhere to be seen. What the? That was fast. What's... But all of you just seem to have distant stares.
All
in
of
your
us,
eyes.
all of us have seen death. Okay. None of us are okay.
And Ireena is still just nervously humming. Oh, gods.
We had a visitor while we were there. I didn't know Strahd had a wife.
And he looks like he's trying to hold something back, like he wants to say something, but he doesn't know what to say.
She... Izek. And she like tries to the best of her ability, try to tell the barkeep what had transpired, but it's like it's like stuttered mumbling, like she's still like shaking, what had happened.
Around halfway through, he stops you and is like, "Why don't I take you up to your rooms?" And he motions over for his wife, who nods and goes in the back room and gets some more blankets and a set of clothes for Ireena. Here, why don't you...
Wait, I need to ask you something.
It can wait.
No, it cannot. I need to know now. Someone, when we walked into the manor, they transformed into a raven, and you knew them. When I entered this land, someone helped me and gave me a prophecy of how to stop Strahd. And she told me that were-ravens would be able to help me find something this... She said there was this tree on a hill of graves, and it had and there was something there that could have the power to stop Strahd.
I do...
Please tell me you know something.
Yes, I do know something. We need to take one thing at a time. Look at you two. Look at all three of you. We can talk about this later. Focus on you. And she grabs you on the shoulders right now, okay? It's okay. You're safe here. You're safe.
Are we?
And you swear, with the mingling of thoughts and your head pounding, from the shadow of the closet, a set of glowing red eyes looking back at you.
And she gasps and stumbles back, and she's like, and she's just like frozen.
Yep, and the eyes are gone.
Fear.
It's okay. I will make sure that you are safe. For now. And the wife comes out and tries to give the clothes to Ireena, and she just is non-responsive. Come.
Just leave the clothes. I'll help her later.
Okay. I'll bring you up some soup, okay? Nice hot beet soup. And
Sure.
how about some wine? And Irwin looks a little perturbed at the wine offering, but then kind of goes away. Yeah, some wine. The good one. Right. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. And he just picks up Ireena bridal style and just makes his way back toward the room. I'll see you soon, okay? And Ireena, for the first time since you saw her, just clutches onto Ismark's neck, the first movement that you've actually seen from her. She's still humming and dazed, but she is holding her brother tightly. It's okay. And he goes to the outside. Anything you need, okay? Anything at all.
You've done enough.
Okay. Okay. Well then.
Good night. And she just gets up and she leaves as well.
Yeah. As you leave, you notice on the half-dilapidated metal fence that surrounds the inn, a series of ravens watching you as you go to your room.
She doesn't even know if they're friend or foe. She doesn't even care right now. She just wants to, like, sleep and just forget for a while.
You head back into your room and close the door behind you. Ismark is collapsed, his hands covering his entire face. Ireena tucked in, and he is kneeling over her bed, speechless, as her eyes seem to be closed, and the humming has finally stopped.
We all need to get some rest.
No response.
Or, I suppose we didn't sleep all too long ago. I don't think I'd be able to sleep anyway. Normally she would play her violin, but I think she's just gonna, like, just lay down on her bed, but, you know, hoping to sleep. It's not gonna happen.
You close your eyes, and as the darkness consumes your vision, you swear that you hear coming from directly to the left of you, and your eyes shoot open, and it stops as that humming replays over and over and over again. The candle, flickering and running out of wax, goes out, and the room is enveloped by shadow. And for the next few hours, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw. We'll see if you can get a night's rest.
Well, it works. You know what? Okay. So here, here.
Great.
So, she miraculously is able to get some sleep because she was successful in a way. Ireena is not dead. You know, she's alive. We got in and got out. And despite everything that's happened, Serina is just, like, hanging on to the hope of, like, I'm gonna make Strahd pay for all of this. He's gonna pay for all of this. All of this will be fine in the end. When all of the suffering that he has caused us and the people of his land is done. Because I'm gonna kill him. All of this will be avenged in the end. And that helps her rest at night.
The image and the thought of murdering the person responsible for this calms your heart and mingles with the newfound rage that you have not known ever. And your self-confidence calms you. And sleep does eventually take you. It takes a while to realize that you just woke up, but you feel like you've been awake for days. And the morning comes.
Serina is still very much affected by what has happened, but she has enough of a grip to be able to keep herself together. even though, like, she still occasionally feels herself shaking without realizing it. She's just barely hanging on by a very thin thread. But the thread is still there. So she's just going to get up and she's going to go to Ireena.
She's just staring out the window into the sunlight with a half smile on her face.
And she's just going to place a hand on her shoulder. Is she, did she put the clothes on, or is she just still has a blanket around her?
Yeah, she is practically naked.
Okay. She's going to, still put her hand on her shoulder, but she's going to ask, Ireena? Ireena?
She doesn't seem to know that you're there.
Ireena, are you singing the song that my grandmother wrote?
No response.
She's going to take out her violin and play it because in some way it seems that the song at least helps calm her.
You play your song of rest. And you watch as Ismark rises up, face bloodshot red, tears still flowing up in his eyes. And however long you play this, he stares and listens. And Ireena, her smile gets a little bigger.
Neither of you have heard me say the lyrics to this song, have you? You both only know the melody. Do you know what the song's about?
Can't say that I do.
It's a serenade. It's a love song. It tells the story of the sun and moon, and how, despite how deeply in love they are, they're always apart. And yet they always continue to chase each other in the hope that they will one day meet again.
That sounds tragic.
In a way, if you see it that way, it could be seen as tragic, or it could be seen as a song of hope. To never give up for the things that you love.
and he looks at Ireena. Still giving a faint smile. Uses his sheathed sword as a walking stick and gets up and grasps his neck. Cracks. We're gonna kill Strahd. And his wife. His kids, his grandkids, if he has them. I want nothing left of him.
By the time we're done, Strahd will certainly be dead.
Why don't you check with Erwin downstairs? He's got a prophecy or something, right?
If I remember correctly. Here, I'll help with Ireena first.
And you both dress her in these plain Valachian gray garb. The same ones that you avoided like the plague, but 2 days ago. Now, on the visage of Ireena, once wearing bright, fine, noble colors. Now dressed in gray. The only remnants of where she came from being the blade that lays leaned against her bedside.
All right, I'll be back. And she leaves and goes downstairs.
You head downstairs. And again, the inn has no customers, which is new. Very odd. Rictavio is also not here. You look around to see if maybe he's just hiding again. But he's gone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Did you enjoy the soup?
Yeah.
She probably didn't even notice it outside her door. It's fine. If that's true, I'll go get it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I knocked, but no one... And she just heads out back.
Sorry, I don't think any of us had any appetite at all last night.
That's fine. We just... There's a lot. I can't even imagine what you must be feeling right now.
I feel like the only thing keeping myself and Ismark and going is the thought of us killing Strahd one day.
Then maybe I can do something to help with that. And he gets out his map. And you can have this. It should be of great use to you. And he points to a point, he points to a very far off the beaten path, near the center of the map, on the western side. This is Yester Hill. You mentioned a tree, yeah? A tree of some kind?
Yes, and she's like trying to roll exact. what Madame Eva said. I think she actually wrote it down because it was the 5 of Druid card. The evil tree on a hill of graves. The ravens can help you.
Right. That. So, I have good news. I know the tree that you speak of, and druids make even more sense. The druids who worship Strahd convene there. And he points to the point on the map. Around a very unpleasant tree. I can show you the way. Someone can, but no one can go there. It's too dangerous. I can't risk anyone, I'm sorry. But it's there, and points to that point on the map. Go there. You'll find whatever the fortune teller said there, maybe? I don't know. All I know is that a tree is there, and druids that worship Strahd gather there and worship. You'd head through the woods, and the trails are barely visible.
Well, it is at least somewhat a convenient location. It doesn't seem too far away from Lake Baratok, where Rictavio said that we should go.
Right. Well, I leave it to you then. My friends will be watching over you. If anything should happen, I will know. I'll keep tabs here and let you know if anything develops.
Thank you.
And I know that now isn't the time to bring this up, but your friend is right. I am not doing this out of the kindness of my heart. But one thing at a time. How does that sound?
All right.
All right. Well, if there's anything else you need, I've closed shop for the day. The festival should be happening soon, I think.
Festival? Is that today?
It's either today or tomorrow. It's hard for me. I don't go out much.
Wait. No, the Baron he's not dead. Although he's going to... What time is it?
Roughly... maybe 30 past 7. You woke up very early.
I think we need to leave town.
All right.
I can't imagine if he's gonna wake up, realize that there is a pool of blood, a dead dog, blood everywhere.
And Erwin's kind of taken aback at all your descriptions, like...
she doesn't even think that this is disturbing to this barkeep, and she's just recalling these facts like this is normal. She's just like, yeah, there's gonna be a dead mastiff. It's gonna be just an obscene amount of blood. Izek's pinned to the wall with, like, a blood everywhere. Who is he gonna say? Oh, I hope he doesn't suspect. No, he probably would. Would he know that Ireena was there? He probably would know Ireena was there. Oh, and then he would probably go immediately after. Does he know where we're staying? Does he know where we're staying? Of course he would check all of the inns first. And she's just like rambling to herself nervously. Like,
and Erwin lets you ramble, doesn't know what you're talking about. So you ramble on for a good long while.
Yeah, she's just like rambling all these thoughts, and she finally comes to the conclusion of like, okay, we like wrap up, grab our last things, and get out before like this all goes down.
All right.
I think. How far is the church from the inn?
The church is a ways away from the inn. I'll say it's like it's a good like 10-15 minute walk.
Okay. Well, time to go for a jog then.
All right. Let's open this back up. Okay, so you head back to the room. And Ismark is there comforting Ireena, and he looks up at you like, What? What happened?
I think we need to grab whatever we need from this town and get out soon.
Right. And he goes and starts quickly packing things up. Ireena doesn't respond at all.
No. Oh, Ireena. I wanted to I wanted to visit Father Petrovic, but I don't even know if we would have time. Maybe I can leave a message. To let him know what is happening. And tell him to burn the message after reading it.
All right. And you quickly pack things up.
Yeah.
And you hear shouting in the distance. The sound of clanking armor moving in bulk through the streets.
Let's wrap up.
They pack up, and you are ready to go.
Yeah, I was ready to go. Okay. And Serina is gonna quickly grab her stuff, go through the front door of the inn super quick, drop off her letter, and she says, whenever you have a chance, give this to Father Petrovic.
Okay, of course.
All right. Thank you again. Goodbye. And they're out.
Yep, they are out. Just as you're hearing, Where is that Messiah? And you see the Baron, one mastiff at his side, and a platoon of soldiers at his back. There she is! And all the soldiers start bolting after you.
Oh, yes. Okay, well, great. And, of course, we're dragging Ireena to have to get her to run with us. All right, Chase.
Okay. Ireena is heavily slowing you guys down. It is not an ideal situation, to the point that Ismark, instead of dragging her, again, just picks her up again. Come on, Ireena! And he just starts bolting alongside you. I need both of you to make me an acrobatics check.
Okay. I am okay with acrobatics, but that's a 7.
Yeah.
I am going to... I can't fail at this point. I'm going to burn a 20.
Okay, good, because Ismark also rolled pretty garbage. He stumbles on a rock forward and falls down on his knees, almost toppling Ireena and losing grip of her. You turn around, make sure that he doesn't fall over, lift him up, and you both continue bolting. And these soldiers are gaining on you quite fast, though. You got a head start, though. They're escaped fugitives! They're working with the devil! Shoot them! And they're gonna take a volley of shots at both of you.
Oh, good.
2 bolts pierce Ismark's back, and he lets out a grunt, and he's gonna try, so he's gonna make a concentration check to make sure if he can keep Ireena up.
Oh my gosh, if we get captured in the city, like, we don't have his.
Ireena,
okay, we're on a quest for vengeance.
Ireena is dropped to the ground, and she lets out a slight as she tumbles forward as Ismark falls, and he tries to get up. And the guards have definitely made some good headway as they start loading their bolts back into their weapons.
All right. How far back are they?
They're probably, they're roughly, I'll say 100 feet back at this point.
Okay.
Ireena and Ismark are on the ground. What are you doing?
Yeah, I need to help. Okay, honestly, I need to help Ismark. Like, Ismark is the one that he has to carry her. I cannot like just pick up and like just carry Ireena that far.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
So I'm gonna go to Ismark and help him up, and also, help him with like the arrows in his back.
Okay. Do you cast any spells?
Yeah, I'll cast a cure wound.
Okay, go ahead and roll me that dice.
That's
Nice.
an 11.
Roll.
Perfect.
The wounds begin to close around piercing as you pull out the arrows. He gets up quickly, motioning toward Ireena. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Thank you. And he continues moving. I'll say that with that turn, they have gained 25, so they're 75 away from you. Go ahead and make me another acrobatics check.
16.
Okay. Ismark manages to keep pace, and the soldiers behind appear to be moving slower. They're in armor, and the Baron is just shouting all kinds of things like, "They're heretics! They want to kill us all! They're the reason for everything! Don't trust them!" You make your way through the town, past the church, and book it. Ismark is sweating bullets, carrying Ireena and outrunning guards simultaneously, doing everything that he can, and you notice that the wound on his neck begins to open again, and he starts to bleed. And the guards on the city walls, posted, look back and notice the posse that is following you, and they're like, hey, and they get in the way to block your path.
Okay, look, is it the posse? Okay.
There are two guards between you and the western gate. The western entrance.
Okay, look. Okay. I hate to have a bad rap in this town, but yeah, get out of my way. Okay, I'm casting Shatter. Move.
Okay, that's a Constitution save? Yeah, Constitution. DC 14.
Yes.
All right. There's a natural 20 and a 10. So one of them, they get knocked back, right?
I don't know if it's like a thunder wave type thing. Let me read the actual description.
Yes.
Take damage. So no, it's not like...
So no movement, just damage. Okay.
Just damage.
You shout, "Get out of my way!" And they both cover their ears as blood starts gushing from every orifice in their body as the vibration starts to rattle them to their core, literally. And they are going to take 2 swipes at you as you run by. And Ismark ducks under them and continues bolting past. And the Baron, all of the men, hold at the gate behind. And they're like, "Yeah, and don't you ever let me see you in this town again. I will hang you at the gallows. I will skin you."
And I guess, they're going to keep going, but eventually, just from being tired of running at top speed for so long, Serina is just going to have to slow down and stop and look back to see if in the distance anyone or anything is still following them.
Make a perception check.
23.
You notice, flying above you, in circles like a vulture, a very large raven.
It's not a soldier. And she's just trying to catch her breath right now.
And Ismark gets down and puts down Ireena on her feet. If there was a more accurate time to be saying sweating bullets, it is now. He is beat.
Ismark, your neck. And she puts her hand to his neck and casts Lay on Hands for 4 health.
As you lay on hands in his neck, the wound closes up, but the scar remains.
She thinks for a moment and she remembers that Ireena has one just like it. And it unsettles her. But she just stands up and, having finally like caught her breath, she looks at Ireena on the ground and tries to help her up.
You help her up. The humming has stopped, at least. She is now just making disgruntled grunts and sounds as you approach her. Like,
And she's like looking Ireena over, seeing she's okay. She's not been struck by an arrow.
She does seem to have a few scrapes on her face and arms and legs from being thrown down a couple times, but nothing more than some bumps and bruises.
Okay. You know what? She's gonna make some good berry.
You conjure
and she's gonna give some to both of them, all three of them.
Mm-hmm. Your tummies get full as you take these tiny little berries, eat them, and you feel a lot better.
One less thing to worry about.
And you head back to the Vistani camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna need like supplies. We need to like recuperate. Also, what was his name? Casimir. He said that he wasn't a friend of Strahd.
He did say that.
And that's good for us. Because we're also not friend of Strahd's. So I want as many of not friend of Strahd's as possible.
Perfect. So, you make your way back to the Vistani camp. The crackling fires greet you. As you enter, you see the smoke rising above on the hillside. Some of the Vistani are just hanging out near the exterior, not too far away, but they recognize you. One of them seems particularly drunk and covered in mud, and they're like, "Oh, hey, it's the pretty lady again. Oh, hey, why don't you stay with us for a little while?"
I'm not in the mood.
And who is this young thing? And she reaches up for Ireena, and Ireena immediately reviles and bitch slaps him across the face. Ah! Jesus Christ! And she pulls out his dagger, and Ismark draws his sword and puts it on his like. Ah! Don't test me today.
Where is Lavage and Arabelle?
Fuck! They're up ahead, son of a... In the main encampment.
Alright, let's go. And she just moves forward.
Yeah. And you make your way to the encampment. The jovial activity that is drinking, laughing, fills the air around you. And you do not see Casimir or any familiar faces. Actually, let me roll real quick. Nope. You see no familiar faces.
She would somewhat recognize the town, so I guess she would go to the cabin, not cabin, to the tent or wagon where she remembers Lavash and Arabelle being. So let's go to Casimir's first.
You head down to Casimir's cart. The guards on either side give you a glance. Curious glance.
Hello again. Are you expected?
expected. I wanted to see Casimir.
They both look at each other.
He is not doing too well. Maybe come back another time?
What do you mean? Is he ill?
Of sorts, yes. He's just... He has sickness like this sometimes, and it's better for him to stay in bed.
And you hear from the interior,
Let her in.
"You sure?"
Yeah, let her in.
All right. And they part ways.
Okay. And she kind of looks back to Ireena and Ismark, and she wonders if they would be allowed inside as well, or just her. I guess just to be safe, Serina should just go alone.
All right. You tell them to wait outside, and they do that. You head back into the back room, that bed where you awoke in your original transit to this camp. And you see Casimir, bedridden, ears half torn off, the points now gone. And he looks up at you.
Shit. You weren't supposed to see me like this.
What in the world happened?
This is embarrassing. This is really embarrassing. So, the years that you saw before, that was just magic. Strahd took my real ones ages ago. I wanted you to trust me.
What with torn ears? That makes me trust you less.
Elves. I don't know. I thought maybe it's stupid, but I thought maybe seeing someone that looked like you would help break the ice.
What's happened?
Nothing's happened. I am just old.
And he gets up, leans against the bed frame, and takes a big swig of water.
You weren't supposed to see me like this. I still want to come and help you kill the devil.
That's why I'm here.
Really? And he
Flips aside the covers.
Are you going to the temple?
Where is the temple? And she pulls out the map.
She looks over at the map.
It's right here.
And he points to the very, very, very south. The road that winds past Luna Lake and bends backward up north.
It is a long journey, but the way to kill the devil is there, I'm sure of it.
So Serina looks at it and she's like, that's really far from where we're going, but all right, look. And she shows him the map, and she's marked the place, like where Lake Bartok is, like that tower. And then she points to the space above it and she says, after going to this tower, we have to go to this location up here. I don't know if you know who Madame Eva is.
Oh, do I?
She told me a prophecy of fortune telling, and she said that in order to stop Strahd, we would need something from this location. So we have to go here.
Well, if Madame Eva says something, it is always true. Trust Madame Eva.
All right. And then after pointing to the location where the tree is, then she points over to his location that I'm talking. So, I suppose after we visit the temple and visit the tree, then we could travel to the temple that you speak of.
If Madame Eva said you need to go there, then I trust her. Had she not, I would say that this is foolhardy, but... And he slides his feet out of bed. Are we leaving right now?
I did want to see Arabelle and Lavash before I left, but yes.
I'll have a cart ready for us.
Good.
Alright, I'll meet you near the entrance of the camp.
All right. And she leaves and goes to, I guess, the main tent.
Alright, we'll go to the center. And greeting you is the visage of Lavash and another figure, wine casks in hand. And they both look at each other and they're chatting away. Alright, listen, bro, there's no way that you could take on 5 wolves, skin them, and then leave without the rest of the pack coming to kick your ass. Oh no, brother. You really think that I wouldn't be able to do that? I've flayed much worse and much faster times. Oh, you're so full of shit. Takes a big swig.
Excuse me.
They both turn. The skinnier looking one that isn't Lavash. Ah, if it isn't our little visitor. Hello, how are you? Big plastic smile.
And Serina's not smiling. She's had a rough few days. And it's very visible. Like, she's just not in the mood. And she just, tries to turn to Lavash and she says, I wanted to speak with you and Arabelle before I left.
Oh, where are you going? Oh.
Away. And I don't know if I'm ever going to be coming back.
That's a shame. That's a real shame. I'll go get Arabelle for you.
And he gets up.
I'll be right back.
And leaves the main tent. You are left with a tent full of several Vistani and most of the men staring at you.
She's blank, like, just waiting.
Yep. A little goes by before you see the younger brother get up and make his way towards you. A much thinner looking man, green coat, with a white, kind of like a pirate shirt with red trim near the collar, very perfectly trimmed beard, with a mustache that goes underneath it to make it kind of it's a goatee, and a long hair that goes down to the center of his back. Hello. What brings you back to this fine neck of the woods? And he takes a big swig.
I just wanted to say goodbye.
Oh, is that so? Wanted to say goodbye. You fancy You fancy Lavash's girl, huh?
What? And like her hearing is starting to affect her.
Mm-hmm.
With him like being drunk and slurred, she didn't register what he said. Like, what?
You like Lavash's daughter, yeah?
We're friends.
Oh,
yes.
She needs friends. Why don't you stay around for a while? She could use friends. I could use friends.
That sounds like a personal problem. Look, I just, as much as I would love to stay and be Arabelle's friend, I have more important things that I need to accomplish. And unfortunately, I cannot stay here.
No. Going out to fight the good fight, huh? What exactly do you do? How do you... Where are you going? Where are you going?
Away.
Where?
Away from here.
Yeah.
And she's just going to be vague about it. She's not going to tell.
Yeah. And he pushes and talks in circles. And eventually Lavash comes back with Arabelle next to him. And Arabelle sees you. And her smile brightens up the room. Serina! And she goes over and gives you a big hug.
Arabelle. And she hugs her as well.
Lavash looks very serious as he comes back inside and gives this goateed man a light punch on the side. Stop fucking around with her. She saved my girl. Oh, I wasn't doing anything. I was just trying to be friendly, right?
She kind of looks at him and just kind of rolls her eyes like, whatever. Like her demeanor is like noticeably very different than last time she was here.
Yeah, and Lavash looks down like, hey, you okay? You seem a little distant.
A lot of things have happened recently, and I'll try to keep this short. My friends and I have to go. And, I don't think we'll be returning.
Well, and Arabelle looks at you, like, you sure you can't stay for tea or something? I mean, I have lots of things we could do, maybe.
Sorry, Arabelle, but... Well... I would not visit Valaki, for a little while. Or you may even get visitors from Valaki, for all I know. They may come looking for me.
Fuck them. You don't have to worry about that. We won't say shit.
Good to know. Thank you.
You saved my girl's life. It's the least I could do.
Thank you. And I'm leaving because... And, she kind of glances to, like, the door where Ireena would be. Mm-hmm. And she says... And unfortunately, I have to leave because I saved someone else.
That's very kind of you. Not much for, well, I suppose that kindly demeanor is what saved my daughter's life, so more power to you. Takes a big swig. Father, this is a moment. This is a really sad moment. What? She's saying bye. And she gives you another hug and really light, somberful.
I really won't see you again?
I won't say absolutely no, never, but it is unlikely. At least not for a long time.
Okay. I have never been good at goodbyes. I suppose, if someone saves your life, you expect them to stick around. And she takes a step back.
Well, if I succeed at what I'm trying to succeed, I'll be saving more lives than just you.
Of course. Some big, grand heroine you are, like in the stories.
Except I can even write my own.
I would like to read that sometime.
I'll be sure to give you all a copy when it's done.
Does it have a happy ending?
I'll make sure that it does.
You make sure that it does. Or I will write such a shit review.
And she cracks a smile, like, for the first time in, like, a week, or, like, several days.
Yeah.
Did Casimir say that we would be using his wagon and stuff to travel?
He said
Okay, so we don't need anything from
Yeah.
them.
He said that he would meet you at the front.
Okay, great. If that's the case, then she's just gonna give Arabelle one final hug, and she's going to say goodbye,
They say goodbye. You part ways. Lavash gives you a smile and a nod and holds Arabelle. And they watch you go. And as you leave the central tent and head toward the winding road leading outside of the encampment, you see a familiar cart with Ireena and Ismark laying in the back. Ismark, sword laid on his shoulder, as he is still keeping an eye out on all of these people, looking like he's surrounded by wolves. And Casimir looks back at him and just says,
Boy, you worry too much. We're not all monsters, Fuck off.
not much for the conversation.
And Serina is walking up to the wagon. She sits in the front. And you'll have to forgive us. The past 2 days have been overwhelming.
And Casimir looks down at Ireena.
She looks especially worse than I last saw her for the brief moment that I did.
She suffered the worst. She hasn't spoken in a day.
Well, hopefully that will change. I know lots of very wonderful stories that we could tell on the road.
We'll need all the happy ones you have.
Well, let's start with this one.
And he cracks the whip. And slight whinny. And the wagon makes its way down the road. And as Casimir goes on about a fairy tale land with a young lad that doesn't want to listen to his parents, so he goes off to try to find his fortune and prove that he doesn't need them. stumbles across monsters and goes on all kinds of adventures. And all these small little problems, they all work out in the end. Just like those old stories that you were told when you were a kid. And he goes on and on and on, as eventually Ireena leans on Ismark's shoulder, and Ismark leans on hers. And they fall asleep, looking more peaceful than they ever have. And as you make your way down the winding road towards uncertain destinations, that is where we will end tonight's session.